Hi everyone, and welcome to this new video. As you see, in today's lesson we are going to look at some common expressions used to express verbs. Well, let us first clarify the concept verbs. So purpose is synonymous with goal or objective. Consider this pair of sentences. I went to the shop. I wanted to buy some fruits. I went to the shop for what purpose? My purpose was that I wanted to buy some fruits. So for linking such pairs of sentences in one sentence, we can use a number of expressions like for linking such sentences together in one sentence, we can use different expressions like to, in order to, and its negative form in order not to, so as to, and its negative form so as not to, for, so that, and in order that. So all these phrases help us express the purpose of an action or the purposes for which we do certain actions. Well, let's have a look at the first group of expressions: to, so as to, and in order to. So these are grouped like this because they are used in the same way. As you see, these should be followed by a verb. Let us see an example. I called Bob on the phone. For which purpose? To ask about his health. Well, I have here two pairs of sentences. We are going to combine them together in one sentence using one of the expressions above. So look at the first pair of sentences. I went to the shop. I wanted to buy some fruits. So the speaker's purpose of going to the shop is that he wanted to buy some fruits. So the second clause expresses the speaker's purpose. So for combining these two sentences in one sentence, we have to delete two words in the second clause because they have replaced an expression of verbs. So the words that should be deleted are I wanted to. So we can provide two different answers. We can either start by, if you want to use to, so you can start by to, or put it in the middle of the sentence. So let's start by to buy some fruits. So if you want to use to introduce a sentence, a comma should be put before the first clause and the second clause. To buy some fruits, comma, I went to the shop. So we can rewrite this sentence putting to in the middle of the sentence. And when it is used in the middle of a sentence, we don't put a comma before it. So I went to the shop. To. This is the expression of verbs. And the speaker's purpose is to buy some fruits. So here are the answers. To buy some fruits, I went to the shop, or I went to the shop to buy some fruits. Well, it's the same thing with the second pair of sentences. So here again we can provide two different answers. Let's use a difference expression for combining this pair of sentences in one sentence. Let's use, for instance, in order to. So we can start the sentence by in order to, or insert it in the middle of the sentence. Peter works day and night. He wants to save some money. So Peter's purpose of working day and night is that he wants to save some money. So Peter's purpose is expressed in the second clause. And again, we have to delete the words he and wants. So in order to save some money, comma, Peter works day and night. The second possible answer is Peter works day and night no comma should be put before in order to save money. See? So as not to and in order not to express verbs in the negative form. So these are the negative forms of so as to and in order to. Let us see some examples. They woke up early in order not to be late. Second example, she regularly exercises so as not to get fat. Verbs can be also expressed by using for, and this expression can be followed by either a noun or a gerund. Gerund means verb plus ing form. Look at these examples. I went to the office for a meeting. Second example, this course is for learning about grammar. So let us again combine these two sentences in one sentence using this expression. I went to the shop. I wanted to buy some fruits. I have here again two pairs of sentences. We are going to combine them together in one sentence using the expression of verbs for. So let's get started. I went to the shop. I wanted to buy some fruits. So we said that 4 can be followed by 4. I went to the shop. I wanted to buy some fruits. So we said that 4 can be followed by a noun or a gerund. So for combining this pair of sentences in one sentence using before, we can provide two different answers. Well, let's get started. I went to the shop. I wanted to buy some fruits. So this pair of sentences can be combined in one sentence in two different ways. We can use follow. Well, let's get started. So this pair of sentences can be combined in one sentence using for. Well, let's get started. So we can use for combining this pair of sentences in one sentence in two different ways. We can follow for by a noun or a gerund. Again, we can start the sentence by for or put it in the middle of the sentence. So I went to the shop for. So we can follow it by gerund. Buying some fruits. This is the first possible answer. For here is followed by gerund. Second possible answer, I went to the shop for some fruits. Here, for is followed by noun. Well, let's move on to the second pair of sentences. I went to the USA. I wanted to meet my friend. So I went to the USA. For which purpose? I wanted to meet my friend. So I wanted to should be deleted and replaced by for. And for should be followed by gerund. Meeting my friend. One more way of expressing verbs in English is by using in order that or so that. You can also express verbs with so that or in order that. In this case, you generally need to use a modal. So the modals that can be used with them are the following: can or will, when the tense of the verb in the sentence is the simple present or the simple future, or could or would, when the tense of the verb in the sentence is the simple past. So we should use them then like this: so that or in order that plus subject plus modal plus verb. Well, let us combine these pairs of sentences in one sentence using this structure. Well, let's get started. I emailed the photos to Jane. I wanted her to look at them. So the words I wanted her to should be deleted and replaced by so that or in order that. So again, you can start the sentence by so that or put it in the middle. I emailed, I'm going to put it in the middle. I emailed the photos to Jane so that plus subject Jane. So Jane can be replaced by she. Could, you can use could or would. Could plus verb. Look at them. So this is one way. Second is, as I said, using in order that in the middle of the sentence. So that Jane could look at them. Them refers to the photos. Photos, comma. So when we start a sentence by so that or in order that, a comma should be put between the first clause and the second clause. So that Jane could look at the photos, I emailed them. Here them refers to the photos. Well, let's move on to the second pair of sentences. We bought the ticket online. We wanted to save some money. So here again, we can start the sentence by so that or in order that, or use them in the middle of the sentence. So we bought the tickets online, so that plus subject is we, plus modal. Look at the tense of the verbs. Bought, wanted, they are in the past, so we cannot use can or will. We can either use could or would. So that we could or would save money. Well, the second possible way is, as I said, starting the sentence by so that. So that we could save money, we bought the tickets online. So this is the summary of what I have just said. So as I said, we can use several expressions to express verbs. We can use to, in order to, or so as to, and this should be followed by a verb. In order not to is the negative form of in order to, and so as not to is the negative form of so as to. So that and in order that, these should be normally followed by a modal. We use will and can when the verb in the sentence is in the simple present or the simple future. We also use could and would when the tense of the verb in the sentence is in the simple past. As for, this can be followed either by a noun or gerund. Gerund means verb plus ing. Here are other phrases that can be used for expressing purpose. We can use with a view to, for the purpose of, with the aim of, with the objective of, or with the intention of. As you see, what is common between these expressions is that they are all followed by gerund, verb plus ing. We'll look at the examples. He bought a car with the view to traveling, gerund, next summer with his family. She carried out her research for the purpose of investigating, again, gerund, the relationship between divorce and homelessness. The government has launched new projects with the aim of improving the infrastructure of the country. She's going to India with the objective of working as an actress there. She learned English with the intention of enrolling, gerund, in foreign universities. Well, this is the end of the lesson, and thank you so much for your kind attention. Goodbye.